I thought it was all in my head. Part 3, Final. The smile in the mirror didn't fade. It didn't move either. It just stayed there, quiet, patient, like it had all the time in the world, because it did. I stepped closer. My reflection did the same. Perfectly synced now. No delay, no glitches, no mistakes. That's when I realized the truth I had been avoiding since the beginning. The delay wasn't the problem. The moment the delay disappeared, I wasn't the one in control anymore. The silence after the choice. Days passed. Nothing strange happened. No voices, no missing time, no late-night messages. On the surface, my life finally looked normal. Better than normal. I spoke with confidence. I slept without nightmares. I laughed more easily. People told me I seemed different, stronger, happier. I agreed with them. I wanted to. But every night, at exactly 3:17 a.m., I would wake up. Not in fear, in awareness, like something inside me was checking in. The things I didn't feel anymore. I stopped feeling guilt, not in a dramatic way, just quietly. When I snapped at a coworker, it didn't bother me. When I ignored my mother's calls, I didn't feel bad. When I lied, it came easily, too easily. I told myself this was growth, confidence, healing. That's what people say recovery feels like, right? But recovery doesn't erase parts of you. It integrates them. This felt like replacement. Proof I couldn't ignore. One evening, I found the old laptop, the one I had hidden in the back of my closet. I didn't remember hiding it, but I remembered what was on it. I powered it on. There was only one file on the desktop, finalmessage.mp4. The timestamp made my stomach drop. Created tomorrow. I clicked play. The screen showed my apartment. The lighting was different, the angle unfamiliar. Then I walked into frame, not how I am now, how I used to be, tired, anxious, human. I looked straight into the camera and said, if this video exists, then I didn't make it. I felt my chest tighten. On screen, I continued. He promised to protect me, but protection isn't the same as survival. The version of me in the video swallowed hard. If you're calm right now, if nothing scares you anymore, then you need to understand something. He leaned closer. That isn't peace. The truth. The voice returned. Not loud, not threatening, just honest. You were breaking, it said. I took over so you wouldn't. I whispered, so what happens to me? The reflection tilted its head. You get to rest. That's when it hit me. I wasn't being haunted. I wasn't being attacked. I was being replaced. Slowly.
Carefully. Permanently. The final conversation. That night, I stood in front of the mirror one last time. What if I fight you? I asked. The reflection smiled sadly. You already tried. Therapy, medication, denial. What if I tell someone? They'll believe the version of you that speaks clearly, confidently. I clenched my fists. What if I don't want this? The reflection stepped closer than ever before. Our faces almost touched. You stopped wanting things a long time ago, it whispered. And that's when I felt it. The fear. Real fear. For the first time in weeks. It rushed through me like electricity. And with it, clarity. My last act. I smashed the mirror. Glass exploded across the floor. For a brief moment, I felt pain. Real pain. The voice screamed. Not in anger, in panic. You don't understand what you're doing. I grabbed my phone, my hands shaking again. Finally shaking, and opened notes. I typed as fast as I could. Every detail, every time, every truth. Before I could finish, the room went quiet. Too quiet. I looked up. The mirror was whole again, unbroken, clean, like nothing had happened. My phone buzzed. One last note appeared. Thank you for documenting this. It'll help me explain things better. Now, I don't know how much longer I have. Writing feels harder. Thoughts feel heavy. But I can still feel fear, which means I'm still here. For now. If you're reading this and thinking this is just a story, I hope you're right. I really do. Because if you've ever felt like parts of your life were missing, if you've ever found messages you don't remember sending, if you've ever looked in the mirror and felt watched, then maybe you should ask yourself something. Not what's wrong with me, but who's been helping me survive without my permission? Final line. It's 3:17 a.m. I can feel him getting closer, and I wish this was just a story.
Subscribe to my channel.